Welcome back. It's Friday, and it's time to grab the popcorn and prepare to see a glimpse of the latest films hitting theaters this weekend. Now that the blockbuster season is behind us, today we're focusing on some of the smaller movies that are going to be on the big screen. And here now with your weekend movie watch list is film critic, co-host, and executive producer of Movie Show Plus, the one and only Tom Santilli. And Tom, I just caught myself because during the break I was saying, okay, blockbuster season is behind us. Does that mean that these movies are like bad now going forward? It doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad. They're smaller. They're not kind of the typical blockbusters that we know what to expect. So what are some of the smaller ones that are going to be coming out this weekend?
Yeah, you're right. You know, we're kind of in that little lull right now where studios don't really know what to do with the movies that they release this time of year. It's kind of before Oscar season, but it's after blockbuster season. So, but you can always find some gems in there. I'm not sure if you can this weekend or not, but I'll start off with, I guess, the biggest of the small movies opening this weekend is 3,000 Years of Longing. This movie stars Tilda Swinton and Idris Elba, and it's kind of your classic genie in the bottle story. You know, Idris Elba appears as a genie, and he is basically giving wishes away to Tilda Swinton's character. So that's one of the movies. The next movie is Breaking. This is a movie that's out in theaters also. It stars John Boyega from the Star Wars movies. It's also one of the last films Michael K. Williams was in. He tragically passed away last year, so you could check that out. Then there's a movie called The Invitation. That's a kind of a horror thriller movie starring Natalie Emmanuel. That's only in theaters. If you're looking for streaming stuff, there is a new comedy on Netflix. It's called Me Time, stars Kevin Hart, Regina Hall, and Mark Wahlberg. So that's kind of the slate of new movies to check out this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those movies you may not be hearing about as much at the water cooler at work, but a lot of them look pretty good. And sometimes it's those sleeper movies that are really good. So we'll see if that comes out of that weekend. And about the Me, what's it called? Me Time? What do you do you think that one is going to be good?
Well, a friend of mine, actually, and I'll name drop, a fellow critic of mine, Nate Adams, liked this film. He's at theonlycritic.com. But apparently he was the only person on Rotten Tomatoes that liked the film. So there you can either trust Nate's opinion on that or go with the crowd there. But, a comedy, a light comedy at home, usually not a bad mix. At least you didn't spend $15 on an unfunny movie.
And you know what? There's only one way to find out. You've got to just put it on, watch it, and a lot of great names in that one, too, so I'm sure that's going to be good. You always like to bring us the local movie events, too, that are going on. Are there any special screenings that people can look forward to this weekend?
Yes, I love the Redford Theater, the historic Redford Theater in Redford, of course. If you go to the redfordtheater.com, you can get more info on this. But tonight and tomorrow night, they are doing, they're calling it the Labyrinth Celebration. If everybody remembers the classic Jim Henson film from 1986, this is a special presentation of the film, but it starts with a 2-hour masquerade party. They're doing a costume party and costume contest, all these kinds of themed things around the movie Labyrinth. So if you like that movie or remember the movie or just want a fun night out, you can do that. And again, more info at theredfordtheater.com. That's tonight and tomorrow. We were
just showing some clips of it, too, and that's triggering some memories in my brain. I'm like, I forgot about that, but that's a classic. You also have some gifts for
Connelly, man.
Yeah, exactly. And you also have some gifts for our viewers, as you typically do, some ticket giveaways. Can you tell us about that and how they can enter?
Yes, if you the movie is called Barbarian. This is another upcoming movie. It's like a horror thriller movie. It's actually getting a lot of good early buzz. And if you go to the link on your screen, you can score some tickets to see this movie ahead of the general public, ahead of its wide release at a special advanced screening. So check that out. It's Wednesday, September the 7th is a screening date. Go there. It's first come, first serve. So hope you can score some tickets to see Barbarian.
All right, film critic and co-host and executive producer of Movie Show Plus, Tom Santilli, thank you so much for being here. You can go to movieshowplus.com for all of Tom's latest reviews and more information there. And Tom, it's great to see you once again. We'll see you again next week.
Always a pleasure. Good talking to you, Kev.
Have a great weekend. We're going to talk about our weekend forecast, which looks really good. If you have plans to get outside, also